Psalms chapter 127 and verse 3. Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. When you look up the definition for the word heritage, it says, and quote, property that is or may be inherited. Kids are the future for the sustainability of the Commonwealth of Israel, so we must take special care in how we rehearse the righteous acts, so the children can follow in the footsteps of righteousness for Yeshua's return. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 22. Abstain from all appearance of evil. Kids will mimic and pick up everything they see you do, and they are 100 times smarter than you really think. Why do you think a child can learn to speak a language before they are 2 years old, but you failed Spanish class in high school? Because kids' brains are fresh and new, which means they are less impressionable than those of adults. 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 22. Flee also youthful lusts, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace, with them that call on the Lord out of pure heart. 20 girls versus Lil RT. These spirits of lewdness and debauchery have gotten worse amongst Yah's people these past couple generations, to where we now see rappers as young as 10 years old mimicking the same acts as adults in their 20s and 30s. The gross sexual debauchery of balloon pop is being mimicked among young black children across America, which is highly disgusting, because of the appearance of evil that is running rampant amongst Yah's people. Idolatry. Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 6 through 7. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. As I said before, Israel, kids are going to mimic and do everything they see you do. Have a sober mind, a strong prayer life, fasting, and a heart that seeks after righteousness, and praying without ceasing, as well as rehearsing the righteous acts, and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Deuteronomy chapter 5 and verse 29. Oh, that there was such a heart in them, that they would fear me, and keep all my commandments always, that it might be well with them, and with their children forever. This is why on the weekends at Granny's house, as soon as we walk in the door, she make us go and pick out a switch, so it can be ready as soon as anybody act up. And because the rod of correction has been spared less and less with each new generation, now we see examples such as Lil RT, who has been set in place to further mislead Yah's little ones. This generation's parents did not bring forth the rod of correction, so unfortunately the streets will. Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 15. The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. Our enemies have trampled all over our heritage and have caused Yah's children to err from following after Yah's righteousness. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave. Like the scripture just said, Israel, the man will leave his children by way of witchcraft and sorcery through Jim Crow laws, discrimination and disenfranchisement, among other things. A lack of parental guidance under Yah's righteousness has caused the little ones to follow after debauchery and lewdness at younger ages with each new passing generation. Jeremiah chapter 12 and verse 7. I have forsaken mine house, I have left mine heritage, I have given the dearly beloved of my soul into the hand of her enemies. Yahshua said he will hide his face from us only for but a moment, and he has called us to preach the gospel during this awakening, which means we must take special care in how we deal with his word in order to bring his little ones back into their heritage without guile or deceit. Matthew chapter 18 and verse 6. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones, which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. Don't you play with Yeshua's word when it comes to these little ones. It's one thing to lie to your fellow brother in this walk for filthy lucre's sake, or because you have an agenda based on lust. But if you practice guile and deceit to deceive the mind of Yeshua's little ones, who are already trying to walk in righteousness, woe unto you. Let's go to Mark chapter 10 and verse 13. Then were there brought unto him little children, that he should put his hands on them, and pray, and his disciples rebuked them. Verse 14. But when Yeshua saw it, he was much displeased, and he said unto them, Suffer the little children to come unto me, and forbid them not, for of such is the kingdom of Yahweh. Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 13. And all thy children shall be taught of the Lord, and great shall be the peace of thy children. 3 John chapter 1 verse 4. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children walk in truth.